Welcome back, everybody! First things first, I forgot to go ahead and examine this piece of steak because I don't know why. I just didn't. I forgot about it for some reason. Look at it! Look at how delicious that looks. That low pixelated steak. Low pixelated. Yeah, it's a pixelated steak for the DS graphics. I mean, it looks so amazing, even with this quality. It's amazing. I don't know. What am I talking about? It really does actually look pretty good, though. I'm not gonna lie. Wow! My mouth is watering! I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill! No doubt it's all cold and tough by now. No, I'm sure it's delicious! Miss Star poured her heart into making this. So long as she didn't put any other organs in there. I see what he means right there. Very clever, Phoenix, very clever. Or was it? Maybe it wasn't really that clever. Maybe you're just making things up. Hey, there's another note on this side, too. Let's see. Ingredients. Meat. She must mean beef! She probably just wrote it generically. Yeah, let's hope so. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additives she used. Go to town. Huh? It says here, hours of sweat and labor. So that's why the sauce is so salty. Phoenix, come on, man. We have to make these jokes about sweat and food and hearts and organs and oh my gosh, it's crazy. Why, man? Why you gotta do that stuff? Alright, now, the moment you've all been waiting for, everyone. The reason for the arrest. I know you've been waiting for this for like about 10 years now. But it's finally gonna happen. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, who he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! I did say something along those lines! Huh? But you still ended up here! They told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room, that's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime by crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. ... And you wait until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, real sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No, thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. You don't have a police badge, though. You just have an attorney's badge. It's not the same thing, Phoenix. Jeez. Alright, I guess we're good to go now, huh? But where? Where did he just say where to go? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't know. Hey, this is here. February 23rd, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the head detective's desk. It's Chief Gant. Are you sure this is all, You know what it means if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked the drawers, the lockers, the garbage cans, the coat pockets. The pillowcases, behind the computer monitors, the coffee machines. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The head detective looks a little flustered. Aha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I don't know, because why not, I suppose, anyway? Well, anyway, what's up, man? How you doing? You doing well today, I hope? I hope you're doing well. Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy! Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yup, well, we've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having one of our top people sitting in the defendant's seat. Now you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Well, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? I wonder why that would be bad for him, though. What did he do wrong, huh? I mean, yeah, obviously he was forging evidence too once upon a time, but he doesn't seem to be doing that right now anyway. It's downright odd, I tell you. I mean, it happened at exactly the same time. The murder at the prosecutor's office. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? No, now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff, secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the head detective's trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh, you saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the head detective to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. I guess we could try to anyway. Let's go examine him right this very moment. He'll probably have something to say, right? Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, you see over there, that's Goodman's desk. You want me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. I'll make a note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report added to the court record. I should probably get a quick look around the crime scene. Wait, did they just say February? Wait, hold on a second now. 2/21. And this is... That's 12/2, actually. Wait, but that also says 2/21, though. Oh, wait, no, because it's... I forgot they flipped it back over. I forgot they flipped it back over, everyone. Oh, my gosh. But, yeah, though, that also says 2/21, so that's related somehow, anyway. Anyway, somebody to the chief. Yeah, right. Let's see. Date lost, 2/21, ID 5. ID 5. Does that match? Hold on a second. Does it even match with the ID card? Yeah, it does. Okay, so it does start with a 5 then. That's fine. What about oops, I accidentally passed it. What's the number that's crossed off though? Can you tell if that's an 8, everyone? That almost looks like there might be a 7 that got crossed off or something. Item lost, status report. Okay, that's cool and all. So I don't really know what we could do with that, but I mean, I guess it's there anyway. So let's see. Oh, we haven't even looked at him yet. He's 22, patrolman with the General Affairs. Suspected of killing Goodman in the evidence room. Alright, so that's nothing new there. So I think we might be good there. Let me just make sure there's nothing else suspicious around here. I suppose there's no harm in checking these anyway. These are the detective desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tighter than I expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Well, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But anyway, that's probably not any different than it was before. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know! The killer used a cassette tape! What a crafty trick! That gunshot was a fake! This is good! No one will expect a cassette tape in this day and age. ... He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. Oh, I see. So this is the police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger. It doesn't really look the same as before. The future star of the police force. Design's a little changed from the one outside. That's what I thought. Ah, well, the Dancing Blue Badger TM trademark is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely, it's cutting-edge stuff very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside then, you'll give her nightmares. Yeah, well, I don't know what's wrong with the one outside. I think the one outside's nice and all. Oh, sorry, but... Oh, what? I thought I went to the calendar again. Apparently not, everyone. I was wrong about that. I was like, oh, that's definitely the calendar. Let me go a little higher. Maybe that'll be it. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. They haven't changed your calendar out since the new year. That's kind of weird. Unless it's the whatever year this is, the 2017 version, because I think this takes place in 2016. I was told. I already forgot, everyone. I think they said 2016 though. So that means it would be 2017 now since it's the new year. So, yay! Happy New Year, everyone! Even though it's November. Alright, let's present some stuff to him. Why not? Haven't done that yet. I was wondering, can you take a look at this?
Ah, sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff, though I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there, the busy one.
The guy who can't sit still, does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. Well, either one works, I suppose, anyway. So then, what's he gonna have? What do you think, everyone? What's he gonna have to say about something? Or will he have anything to say about anything, I should say? And if he does have something to say about something, what's he gonna say it about? I'm thinking, I don't know, actually. I'm honestly a little bit clueless at the moment. It could be, he could say anything about something, anything. He could say, oh my gosh, jeez. He could say something about anything. Excuse me. Alright, I'm good, everyone. I'm just clear my throat a little bit because it just got a little bit goofy right there. So, Gumshoe, how many times is your face going to be flashed in this one little sequence here? Probably a little bit too many times, perhaps. I don't know. Kind of weird, I guess. It is what it is, though. I mean, if they don't want to do that. That's their business, I suppose. But you know, I don't know. Let's see. Surely he's got something to say about the other knife, right? No, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. If he doesn't have anything to say about that, I don't know if he's gonna have anything. Well, maybe this too, but I don't know. We'll see. No! Huh. Interesting. What about this? Nope, no, not surprised. What if he said something about the steak of all things? I wonder. Nope. Okay, nothing about the steak. He's like, no, oh, I'm hungry. Thank you, Righto. I'm really glad you gave me this. Well, what about this? Really, that was the last thing he could... That was the last thing. He could have said something about that, but no, he's like, I don't want to do that, man. I'm just being lazy right now. Sorry, man. Okay. Where to now, then? Wait, let me make sure. Making sure no random talking points came up. Jeez, permission granted. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Well, I never thought the day would come when Righto asked for me for help.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Awkward silence.
No, Righto.
Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all.
Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem.
Well, then that's not very smart, then.
So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
It just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you here, you can borrow this.
Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir, it's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
I find that really interesting, though. I don't know. It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy? Yes, sir! Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. The heck? Sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Perhaps a little bit, anyway. Alright, oh, where's the evidence room? Come on now. Okay, whatever. I guess I gotta go back over here. I don't get it. Is it not the same evidence room that we were going into in the previous case where Von Karma just tased us randomly? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Well, he's not here anyway. So let's see. What? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and examine the door then. Maybe that's what I gotta do. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from the Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. ... It won't open. I didn't mean the ... right there, but whatever. Aha! The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray? Officer Marshall! Somehow I knew. Yeah, what gave you that clue, though, Phoenix? I wondered. What's that somehow I knew look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene! ... Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw!
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. Crime scene's awaiting. Beat. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres.
It is kind of true anyway.
Well, anyway, guard office. What's up, man?
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter, I say a little prayer. Oh, right, that's a good mistake. Oops.
What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
I think he was just too hungry to talk.
You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either.
Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. Assuming you'll say the same thing for this one too, anyway. Yep. He will, in fact. So anyway, I guess he probably won't say anything if I present things to him either. I just want to present one thing and I'll present the steak. The sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither Wild nor West here.
You're in California in the English version, apparently. So, you are in the West. Emma, jeez, anyway. Aha, but that and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so? Huh? I'm lost.
Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Alright, steak time. That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from
I'm just not even going to. No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
Filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like...
He's willing to talk.
Alright, let's do this then. Now let's present everything again. Sheriff's back in... Oh. Interesting. Okay, didn't expect that actually.
If I were to be perfectly honest, I was like, okay, there's no way anything's gonna happen now.
We already presented all this stuff to him before, though, so what are the odds of him having to say something now? I mean, probably not. It's probably very little chance at all, but... I don't know. What was the last thing I presented to him, anyway? I don't remember. I did do the autopsy report. I'm pretty sure I did this. I'm just making sure, anyway. I'm pretty sure I did, anyway. Actually, I haven't presented the updated notes, so... sure. Anyway, the phone... Nothing new about that, because that was also updated since the last time we talked to him.
Parking lot floor plans, also a new thing.
So many new things, everyone! Oh my gosh! How many more new things do we have? A few too many, in fact. Probably nothing he's gonna say anything about because we gave him the steak. Now we just gotta talk to him. That's all we gotta do now. What do we do about that talking now? I don't know. Something. Something so how... I don't even know. It doesn't make any sense. Come on, man! Nothing to say. How does he have nothing to say about old-fashioned knives? These look like a Western knife, for Pete's sake. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Alrighty then, let's see. What about that one? No. Alright, whatever. I should have known. Marshall, come on, man. Why don't you say anything? I just want to talk to you a little bit. I want to say some things to you, of course, like the guard office, you know.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Oh, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I kept getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take the machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Yeah, gotta love it when they do that anyway. Oh, those extra sides you don't really need, but anyway.
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. ...
There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case! That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. I see. Security system. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen!
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. You said broccoli, but okay. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card passed through. I see. Very nice. So this is the ID card record. Okay.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
What's with the 777 thing? Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Well, yeah, show him the ID, perhaps, anyway? Transferal. Sorry, but can you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the police station. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Never to be reopened again. I forgot to read a word, but oh well. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. I see. Alright. Time to prove it's related now. Show. Oops, that's not presenting. That's just something else. This is the court record. The general court record, everyone!
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. Number on this is 584-2189.
Officer Marshall, show us the ID number on that ID card record.
Yep, that's about right anyway.
Look, the 4th number, it's a perfect match.
Seriously, what is with the 7777 one? It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. ID card record, added to the court record. I've got an ID, I almost said ID. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Like, you perhaps, maybe? Sheriff's back, okay, whatever, anyway. So that's about it for him, hey, that's pretty cool, I guess, anyway. So yeah, I guess that's it. Talking points? Nope. Anyway, let's move on from him, shall we? One of you guys, by the way, made a point before I move into the evidence room. You said, you kind of made a guess. I didn't really say anything, but you made a guess like, oh, you seem like you enjoy doing Marshall's voice, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do enjoy it, actually. I don't know, it's kind of one of those... I just imagined it was one of those calm, peaceful types or something like that, so... I don't know, I kind of like doing that calm, peaceful voice, like, come on, partner, what are you doing, man? I don't even know. I don't know, that voice is kind of fun to do in a weird sort of way, I guess. This is not the same evidence room, is it? Oh boy. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. Either that or they made an extreme makeover on this evidence room since the last time we were here. It's quiet. The investigation must be over there, or here.
So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Morgue? Morgue, not a morgue. What the heck? That would be a Q, I'm pretty sure. Morgue!
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Oh, hey, Gumshoe, what's up? What are you doing here?
Eek!
Whoa! Okay. Seriously, what is Gumshoe even doing here?
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So what is it true of what I heard?
Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me to, sir, I can borrow $50, I'd give them $50 no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant, will loan anyone $50, even me. I knew that's what they were going on about. It's like, why else would they be playing that part specifically?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
I knew. Did you all know, though? That's what I'm wondering. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today?
Boss for a day?
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're a boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plans added to the court record. My gosh, there's so many freaking pieces of evidence here. Do we really need more? I guess we do anyway. Alright, let me look at this real quick, because I haven't really looked at it. Well, It only has Bruce Goodman's name on it. That's interesting. Oh. Oh, that was empty before. We just wrote it in, didn't we? Okay. Now I kind of understand anyway. Scene of the stabbing. I'm a detective at the PD. Touch the check button for details. Alrighty then. So this is another big room. Alright, alright. Blue paint. What's the blue paint for? Well, anyway, let's see. What can we do here? Let's try going to the court record real quick. Let's start spraying some stuff around here, because, you know, that's always a good thing to do, of course. Spray around, see what you can find. You never know. Oh my gosh, we found a thing right there. Hey, can I... There we go. Why did it take so many sprays? Good lord. Alright. What do we got there?
Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order. Well,
I better jot this down in the floor plans. That would be a good idea anyway. That way we know where things are at, so that we don't miss it out later anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing else in here. Alrighty then, moving on to the next area. Is there anything here? Could there be? Oh, of course, that's obviously something. I mean, you saw that. That was a big splotch on there. That was visible blood right there. Alright. Oh no, it's a smear.
I knew it. This is someone's right handprint.
What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine.
It's yours.
Please. You have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? It's an important clue. I'll jot it down in the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys, believe me. You can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective.
No, you really can't trust them all the time anyway. I mean, usually you can trust them anyway. Of course, they have their issues from time to time. I mean, you know, obviously it makes national news several times, but you know, just anyway, let's just go to this one, shall we? That's the only one left by the looks of it. It makes national news, but for the most part, you can trust the police. You can. I don't think you can't trust them. I mean, I trust them. Sure. Anyway, there must have been a massive amount of blood here. I've never seen so much before. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman.
was actually an alien. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make a note of it on the floor plans.
Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Or Gumshoe. This you'll never understand. It's not blue, is it? Oh. Huh. Interesting, it actually was invisible, go figure. Or was it invisible? So anyway, I guess let's go ahead and start for... Judge for... Who knows? No, let's talk first. Let's talk first, present later.
So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? ... They're using our findings from yesterday's investigation to prepare for the trial.
In other words, Detective Gumshoe got kicked out of the investigation again.
I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. And in my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Haha, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open?
Why is that? I mean, I don't know. No one else knows your combination, apparently?
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, that right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess-up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case? Wait, so Edgeworth was on that case too, then? Evidence safe.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it.
Using this ID card?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yes, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with a fingerprint. And that's the only locker we can open. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zzz, you'll get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Interesting. Evidence locker added to the court record. There's so much evidence I gotta remember about, though. Good lord. How am I ever gonna remember all this stuff? I won't, of course. It's impossible. Detective. Here's my attorney's badge.
You show that to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice.
Didn't she already say that? They weren't letting me skip that, so I don't know.
That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax.
It's only because you always lose your card.
I always forget my secret number, too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to?
Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. That's true, though. I mean, how can anyone possibly mistake anyone for Gumshoe, anyway? And how can anyone possibly mistake Gumshoe for someone else? I mean, he's like a one-of-a-kind person here.
Hey, that's it. That's the king of prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got recently.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Didn't we already say that? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Oh. You did say that already. I was hoping he'd say something different this time. But I did remember, he did say he couldn't remember. But I was hoping it would be different this time around. It didn't happen, though.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's card. It's the same thing. What would drive Chief Prosecutor Scott to do such a thing?
I'll try and read this fast. ...
Wait, I didn't mean. I mean, sure, of course someone really did it. Someone must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
So anyway, yeah, I'm 99% sure that was a repeat, like the other stuff was.
This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony, but there was a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took the Blue Badger away for a while.
Really? Why?
Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I told night and day.
I sympathize with you, Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. But really, you'll get no sympathy from me, of course. Anyway.
Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing, nothing!
That's fine.
You bet it's fine, pal.
Or is it?
Detective Goodman's note and the switchblade knife.
Finally, some new stuff.
I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
Oh, so that's why I've heard about that before. I was like, why have I heard of this before? Because I guess it was Edgeworth's first case. I guess I heard that from somewhere. Apparently. Anyway, but why would evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case.
Well, more than likely, anyway. Find a cell phone.
Allow me to say one thing about evidence that doesn't make any sense. I don't say things, because that's just my MO, man. That's the photo that Miss Starr took.
Anything you can tell us about it?
That Miss Starr is quite the lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't put it past him. I honestly wouldn't put it past him, but it would be an interesting thing to picture, though. Wouldn't you think, anyway?
Allow me to say that this is a shoe, pal. I know it. I know for a fact that it's a shoe. And I knew these would be connected because they already showed the knife, but that's usually how this works anyway.
Really? Nothing to say about that? You said something to say about it a moment ago, anyway. Oh. Oh, wait, that's the item report. This is probably what I have to present. If you take a look at this, this is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
That second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
Really, no. Huh. What is the second number exactly? 873-0579. That's not a very good number for Edgeworth. If anything, he should have been the 77777 number, but it is what it is. Alright, so it belongs to Edgeworth. Interesting. I didn't even do that.
What? What?
ID card record updated in the court record. And now we can see his name on there too. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? I don't know. Now we can see his name on there. Oh my gosh, look at his name in all its glory. Miles Edgeworth. Oh my gosh. The legend himself has entered the room about 30 minutes before the murder happened. Go figure. Wait. We didn't finish talking, did we? I feel like we just like stopped the conversation randomly. Or was that the end of it? I don't know. You take a look at this, okay. Whoa! Oh my gosh, what is it? That's Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, come on, get to the part where Phoenix left off here. I want to see the part where Phoenix left off. Why would Edgeworth come to the evidence room? Oh, that was it. Whoops! I was a little bit confused right there for a second. So let's see. Evidence room floor plans.
Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence...
Oh, right. Derp. Okay, anyway.
You can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can't open it, they'll give you 50 cents.
Note! The police department lacks faith in its lock system.
After all...
Yeah, because it's only 50 cents, not like, oh, we'll give you $100 if you can find a way to open it.
After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office.
It makes no sense now, does it now? Anyway, talk. One more thing, SL9 incident. But, as per usual, I think we will talk about that, actually, on the next exciting episode, because why not, right? Anyway, there's like a loose car door behind Gumshoe, isn't there? Oh yeah, we have to examine some things in this room, too. I didn't really do that yet. Well, anyway, we'll talk to Gumshoe and we'll examine this room on the next exciting episode. Hopefully I don't forget to do that. Hopefully. Really. Just remind me. Just remind me not to forget, everyone. I'll see you later, everyone. Bye.